Kiran, how are you going? Glad to have you on
Hey,
here.
hi. Good. How are you going?
Very good, very good. Now, I really appreciate you doing this. So it's a very exciting time for us this year. We were just touching base on your portfolio like a few months ago, and we realized that most likely in the next 12 months, we might be hitting $1 million of equity. So that's some really amazing news. It's really good. Yes, fingers crossed. Hope it
Yeah,
keeps
fingers
going the same
crossed.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good to
nah.
know that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just want to get you on here very quickly because I know, we've done a lot of deals together and, we've helped ourselves grow together as well. So that's very, very great to see. And I think one of the main things I wanted to talk to you about, just so, because I know there's so many people thinking about strategy and what's right for your portfolio, what's the best investment. Like everyone's going to be very different. And in our case, we had like a very kind of unique way of approaching the market because when we were first talking, we were always talking about, hey, like, we both live in Sydney, so should we
Yeah.
maybe buy a property in the city that's, potentially worth over $1 million and, you're more comfortable because it's in a location that, you can see, feel, touch, the location very well because our comfort levels for, investing interstate might not be as high. And so we had a lot of discussions about the opportunity cost, pros and cons. We looked at the numbers and we actually went the alternate route. So you were someone that came on board and kind of doing things out of your comfort zone from day one. And with that strategy, obviously, instead of buying one property, we ended up buying multiple. And obviously, we use different structures in SMSF, not just your personal names, but we've got a portfolio of properties now diversified across many different states, and we've seen some amazing results. So, just want to touch base on your experience going through that whole journey from having this kind of comfort level in Sydney, and then how you expanded out and how you build a portfolio. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. I think initially we were thinking of having a property in Sydney
Mm,
or somewhere in NSW because of the proximity and the feeling of going and having a look and feeling and touching, as you said. But I think we were limiting ourselves if we were doing that. And I think thanks to PTTB for sort of guiding us to, rather diversify that into multiple properties
mm,
by maximizing the lending purchasing power or capability. So I think when we did the strategy with PTTB, I think you guys helped me to sort of show the roadmap of how we can, instead of purchasing one property, how we can sort of maximize that lending purchase or lending power or purchasing power into multiple properties. I think we also ran through the feasibilities as well, as in if we are aiming for multiple properties in different locations, what will be what will be the feasibility
mm.
of getting that done. So we have gone through that process, done all the checks and balances and made sure that the strategy is sort of foolproof and it checks all the boxes.
Mm.
And yeah, basically we went ahead with it, and I'm glad we did that because looking back in the hindsight, it looks like it has given us really good results, just diversifying the
Yeah.
property portfolio into other locations.
Amazing. And I know it was good because we still checked off the Sydney property. We just didn't spend too much at the time. Anyway, when we bought.
Yeah,
So we still checked off
that's
the
right.
Sydney box, but we also made sure that, again, to your point, from a numbers perspective, feasibility perspective, it doesn't kind of get us stuck. And, you're still able to buy more properties and keep expanding the portfolio. So you're not just limiting yourself to one asset. So we could, keep expanding. So I think that's one of the main things there. And that's very important for everyone we work with. Just want to make sure that, it makes sense for you and your financial situation. And I think that's the only way to, see success in this market and really, achieve things through property. Otherwise, you're getting stuck and you'll be too stressed out
Yeah,
financially. And just working with us, like I know we speak together, we speak all the time, and we always are speaking strategy and how to build a portfolio and what to do next. We've even had a property sale, for example, in the portfolio, which is good. But
yeah.
have you felt comfortable with the, the communication, updates, portfolio management, access to? I know we've got our own personal AI tool in the team as well. So, are you happy with the way, everything's been dealt with so far?
Yeah, I'm beyond happy actually. So I believe the differentiating factor going with PTTB or bias agent, So I think we all have our biases. I had my bias as well. See, I'm a working professional in tech, and I think it's very easy for us to assume that, oh, we kind of follow the trends, we watch YouTube videos. we are IT savvy, so we can go on realestate.com and
Mm.
browse around the properties and purchase it ourselves. Why do we need a buyer's agent?
Mm.
But I think the buyer's agent, having a buyer's agent sort of takes that cognitive load off you, because
Mm.
they have done all the research, they have all the data points, and they can like provide you the market trend and projections and stuff like that. That won't be available in the public domain, right? If it is in public domain, it's already old and irrelevant, because market is so dynamic, things change so quickly nowadays.
Mm.
So having a buyer's agent sort of helps us in terms of having that relevant and latest information about the market and the insights that it provides, or you provide. So I think we leverage a lot of that for a, say, a small fee,
Yeah.
a small nominal fee, which have far beyond greater benefits. So I would definitely recommend PTDB to anyone or everyone who is looking for financial security and having multiple properties at their portfolio. Coming back to the strategy question, I think you guys have not only worked with us during the strategy phase, but you have held our hands beyond strategy, right? So strategy is the initial phase where we are doing the feasibility study, what is the purchasing power, and look at ways to maximize and optimize that purchasing power. Look at different ways to slice and dice it, which I was not aware of, right? So
Mm.
you kind of you bring that expertise to the table, and we do the strategy, and then we sort of deduce on, okay, purchasing a property on in XYZ location. And after that, even during the purchase, I think, as I said, you guys handhold us with the purchase, with the lending, with the say the legal and other obligatory things, and even after the purchase as well, helping us with connecting with the real estate agents, or
Mm.
the rental agents, that can take the rental workload off me. So I think it's not only just purchase of a given property, but it's like end
Yeah.
to end of services that you provide, from strategy to purchase to post purchase, or rental if you're looking for rental management. So I don't have to go to 10 different people, right? So
Yeah.
I just have one point of contact, that's PTTB, and in the background, you guys create magic. Of course, there is Monica AI to as a co-pilot. But yeah, I think you guys have been incredible.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the kind words. It's been like such a pleasure and blessing to work with you guys. Like we love, working with people like yourselves, working together with the family, and just seeing us grow together. So it means the world to us, and that's why we're in this space. But yes, our AI model is our trademark, by the way. So we've got all rights to that one.
Oh, damn.
We're talking about Monica for anyone who doesn't know in the background, but yes. No, awesome. No, I really appreciate all the kind words, Kiran. Thank you so much for making time today. And yeah, we'll catch up soon, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good one, Rago. Bye bye.
Thank you.